Hello students, welcome back. Uh, uh, Now we'll be discussing about the concept of aggregate pipeline. So we'll be discussing mainly how to use max function, min function, sum and count, which are aggregate functions. So I'll take a collection here, DB sales drop, I'll drop it. Click on yes. So contents of sales has been dropped. So I'll freshly insert. Before inserting, we'll go through what are the present, what are the records present here. So ID, which is like primary key, item, so tables, and followed by price, size, what type of size is short. So then quantity and date it was sold. So date should be given an ISO date, followed by left and right parenthesis included within should give the date here. So similarly, chairs, price, size, desks, podiums, chairs, and what size is grand, desks tall, and tables tall, podiums is of type grand. So all these details are given. Freshly insert the record here. So I'm going to click on this button. Click on yes. So totally 8 records has been inserted into collection. So I'll close this. So first query will find out. You have to fetch the details where item is name is tables. So first you have to specify dollar match item colon table. It will fetch the details whose item is equal to tables. Item is equal to tables, and then you have to sort the price in descending order. Very simple, it's easy to understand. So click on this button, click on this plus. So tables details related tables are displayed here. Tables is of type tall and its details are listed here. Tables of size short is also displayed. So basically match is filters the document. So here filter condition used is item is equal to tables. So sort means you are sorting the matched documents, that is tables by its price in minus one ascending order. If you want to sort in descending order, sorry. If you want to sort price in ascending order, you should use plus. In descending order, you should use minus. So next is this one. You have to find the details where item is equal to tables and their size is equal to short. So two conditions are there. One is you have to include these conditions in match. Item is equal to tables and size should be short. And we are making use of project to display certain fields. Your item colon one, price colon one, size colon one, quantity colon one. These fields will be displayed. In order to make it hidden, we'll make ID invisible so that it's not displayed. For that, you have to make minus ID colon 1. On this button, click on yes. So clearly you can see ID underscore ID has been hidden. Rest of the fields, item, price, and size quantity are displayed. So project dollar selects only those fields here, item, price, size, quantity are displayed. So coming to yes, next query. So next query you have to find out the maximum price for an item in a document. So for that you will be using dollar max. So DB sales aggregate, you are not using any match condition here. So group ID by you're providing here empty string. So in the whole document you have to provide the maximum price. You have to get the maximum price. For that you will be using custom message maximum price followed by dollar maximum field on which you want to apply max function. That is dollar price. So you will get the maximum price here. So click on yes. That is 65,000 is the maximum price. So basically what does group? So groups documents together. ID null means all documents are grouped into single group. I'll repeat it. ID colon null means all documents are grouped into one single group. So max price finds the highest value in the price field. So we'll come to next query. So next query is instead of find sum. Previously we used to find the sum of we have to find the maximum price. Instead of that, we have to find the average of price. That's all. So here, instead of max, we'll replace it with average here, dollar average. So query states that we have to get the average price of a item in a document. For that, we'll use group ID, uh, empty string, average price, dollar followed by dollar average, and field name, dollar price. We'll get the average price. So click on display button. Yes. So basically average price is this 11,793. So coming to next query. So next query is same as that above. Only thing is you are summing up the price. You are calculating the total of the price, sum of the price. Remember that aggregate functions are used within the group clause. So sum of price is 94,350. So there's another example here. You can consider how some works. So if a sales collection contains item, pen, book, bag. So its price is given 10, 20, 30. So since group ID is equal to null, it will calculate all the sum of the products or items. So 10 plus 20 plus 30. It gives you 60. So you can see here sum total is calculated. So next query is to find the sum of price by item wise. That is, you have to group the item. Find the sum of price by item. So there is no filter here. So DB sales dot aggregate. So group dollar group you have to group based on item dollar item. Grouping the item here. So for each item you have to calculate the total price. That is sum of price. So we'll execute. So click on here. So clearly group means it has grouped into podiums, podium separate items. Podiums total price is 70,000, desks is 6750, tables 11,000, and purchase total price is 6,600. So here is the explanation. Groups document by a field. So ID it creates one group for unique item. Total price is sum of the price. It adds all value for that item. So now to understand, consider an example. So two times item pen appears here. It can be grouped into single pen. Pen can be grouped into single. So book appears only one times. So here two times pen we can calculate as the salary. 10 plus 20 becomes 30. So what is the total price of pen here? 30. So as you can see here clearly output. Pen is total price is 30 and book is 50. So we'll come to next query. This is used to get the average price of each item. So for that you have to provide group ID followed by dollar item. Average it will calculate average price for each item or each product. So we can see it clearly. For desk, average price is 3375. For tables, average price is 550. 55000. For chairs average prices 3300, and for podiums average prices 35,000. So next we'll come to find maximum price for each item. So this very same as an above. Only thing is we have replaced average dollar AVG by max. So for each product it will get the maximum price. Executed. So clearly you can understand. For chairs maximum price 6,000, tables 6,000, desk 5250, and for podiums maximum price is 65,000. So next is you have to calculate the min price. Directly executed. Minimum price, lowest price for the product, particular product. So for particular product chairs, minimum price is 600. For tables, 5,000. For desk, 1,500. For podiums, 5,000. Minimum price. I'll show this. So you can there is another example here. So pen and book are grouped into single item. Two pens are there in record. First two records, item name is same. So pen it will be grouped into one. So book two times exist. It will be grouped into one. So pen will be calculating the minimum price, which is the minimum price for it 20 and 15. 15 is the minimum price. So pen minimum price 15 will be printed here, displayed here. So among the book, which is the minimum price, 40 is the minimum. So the output will appear as book minimum price 40. So coming to your next query. So next query requirement is that you have to find out the details where item is equal to tables. You have to fetch the item which is equal to tables, and then you have to group based on size, whether it's short, tall, or grand. You have to split on group on it. Then later you have to find out the sum of quantity. Finally, sort the total quantity in descending order. Click on the play button. Click on yes. So tables are of two sizes. One is tall, one is short. Tables. Tables of tall type, total quantity sold is 30. Tables of short type, total quantity sold is 22. So basically, here is the explanation. Match filters the document where item is equal to tables. Groups the filter records by size. Sum adds quantity values for each size. And sort function sorts results by total quantity in descending order by providing minus 1. If you provide 1, it will sort in ascending order. So in a meaning, it shows which table size sold most quantity. So coming to here, you have to find the average of quantity and price by item wise. So then you have to group by item. So clearly you can see. So you have to group the item based on item. Then you have to calculate the average amount by multiplying price and quantity. You'll be getting the multiplying the price and quantity. Price and you'll get the result. Then after you get the result, you have to take the average of that result. So I'll repeat it. So first initially group, it will group into based on the item. It will be a group. Then you have to calculate average amount, which is got by multiplying price and quantity. After getting the result, you have to take the average of that result. Finally, you have to sort average amount in descending order by providing minus 1. Click on yes. So here you can see for podiums what is the average amount, tables average amount, desks and chairs average amount you can see. So these are the nothing but explanations what it does, about what it does. So clearly you can see I have a collection called sales data. So you have to calculate the average. So what it does, so you have to calculate the average. So if you want to calculate the average, then you have to multiply quantity by price. 2 into 100, that becomes 200. Here you can see quantity 3 into 120. It results in 360. So this two results should be added. 200 plus 360 should be added and divided by 2. So average you get is 280. This is manually calculated. So then you have to sort finally the average our amount in descending order. Here it's shown here. So next query, you have to find the total price of quantity, total price of quantity which you get by multiplying quantity and price, and you have to group by item wise. By item wise, so there's no match condition is there, no match filter condition is there. So you have to group by item, then you have to find the total sum amount. For finding total sum amount, you have to multiply quantity and price. For that, use dollar multiply within the square brackets. You have to specify the fields which you are going to multiply quantity and price. It will be multiplied, and later results will be added. So then later we'll sort the average amount in descending order. Click on this. So here we'll get the results. Total sum amount of podiums, total sum amount of chairs, total sum amount of tables and desks. So next query is same as above, but only thing is you have to calculate average. So you have to group based on item, group ID based on item. So next you have to multiply quantity and price. Then after multiplying quantity and price, you have to take the average. So this average of result will be stored in average amount. So next is we are applying the match filter. You display only those average amount which is greater than 5,000. Initially, we will comment it. What is this query does? It groups according to the item name. It groups based on item name, tables, chairs, desks, podiums like that, and it will calculate the average amount. Calculate average amount. So you get the average amount: 71,250, 45,000, 39,600 for chairs, and for podiums, 7 lakh 10,000. So here you have provided a condition. That requirement is that average amount should be greater than 50,000. So for that you have to you make use of dollar match, provide the average amount and use comparison operator greater than or equal to 50,000, or I will give one like if you want. Change it. Keep as it is 50,000. So execute it. Calculate average amount, and average amount should be greater than or equal to more than or greater than or equal to more than or equal to 50,000. So if you can see clearly 71,250, 1,45,000, 7,10,000. So then finally sort the average amount in descending order. click on execute button. Clearly see highest average amount appears at the topmost podiums. So second highest average amount is 1,45,000, which is for tables. Third highest is average amount is for tests 71,000. So next is uh, query is to display count of number of products, and you have to count the number of products. You have to group the products and count the number of products. And if the count is only greater than two, then only you have to display. So I'll show you how it works. I'll command it manually. I'll command this one. I'll command this also. So this condition group DB solves data aggregate group, it will group into based on items. So and it will count the number of products, number of records. That is. So clearly see podiums occurs two times. Text appears two times, tables occurs two times, and chairs also occurs, all occurs two times. So match condition, item count you have to specify it as greater than or equal to 2. So here is specifying item count should be greater than or equal to 2. So it will check for this condition. It will print the result. So I execute the query. So finally sort means ID means it will sort the based on item name in descending order. Tables T appears first, podiums followed by desks and chairs. So I'll provide another example here. So you can see here ID tables. So tables item count is 3. So for chairs item count is 2. For sofas item count is 1. So I'll copy the query so you can understand better. So here you can see item count, it will calculate number of records. So match here, specifying the condition here. Item count should be greater than or equal to 2. So which are the items greater than or equal to 2? Chairs and tables. So only tables and chairs will be displayed. So finally we have to sort this based on item name. So tables and chairs appears. 3 item count 3 and 2. This appears. Output of example after copying. Consider this as input. Here output after item count greater than or equal to 2. I'll copy this and paste it here. So this will be removed. Since item count is greater than or equal to 2, only tables and chairs whose item is 3 and 2 will be displayed here. So clearly you can see generated item count 3. So we'll come to next query. So next query is to find the sum of price. That is total sum of price. You have to find for particular item podiums. So particular items podium. So in match condition, you have to specify dollar match item is equal to podiums. For podiums, it will find out the total quantity. That is sum of price. So you can see for podiums, what is the total price is 70,000. So we'll come to next query. So next query says that you have to get the lowest price for the item name desks. You have to get the lowest price. You have to get the lowest price for the desk. This is confusing. This I'll remove it. So match. You have to find the display the details where item is equal to desk. For that particular item, you have to find the for particular item desk. You have to find the minimum price. So, so minimum price for desk is 1,500. So this finishes the video. This is the end of the video. So guys, I will see you in next video. Thank you for listening.